Hey, I'm Dylan from Stupid Raisins, and this is how to use Callout Pop. You'll find Callout Pop in the Titles browser. Click on this button in the upper left corner to open up the title browser, and then select Callout Pop category. You can see we've got it divided up into different themes like grunge, minimal, simple, and tech. You can skim over a thumbnail to see the animation. Let's test out this Tech 6. I'm going to click on it and I'm going to drag it to the viewer, and I'm going to get this little object shape come up to motion track. I'm going to put it over the object I want to track, and then I can adjust that object. Let's move this square to include these people, make it a little bit taller. There we go. I'll also trim my title down here in the timeline. I'll select it, move my playhead where I want to trim it, and press Option right bracket. Now I'll select the title and I'll right click on it and select Transform. And now I'll click Analyze. I'll click on this arrow right here and I'm going to deselect rotation for this example and then press Done. And now our title or our callout is tracked to this hiking group here. I can use these on-screen controls. We can use this one to change the point. If you get this weird little line here, don't worry, it updates when you scrub the playhead. This one allows me to move the title itself, and then I can rotate it, and I can also make it smaller or bigger. I can adjust the text on screen here. I can move it around if I want, or I can double click on it to add my own text. If I click the title inspector over here, if you don't see it, click on the inspector button right here with these three sliders to open it up, and then go here to the title inspector. I have a lot of options in here. I can turn the animation on and off. I can also flip it to the other side if I want, and I can also just do title mode, no lines involved. These controls are tied to the on-screen controls. I can customize the look of my callout. Let's change this to a light purple, and then this one to a dark purple. And we can change this little pointer control over here on the left by the text. Now this one has a drop zone, so I can put like a picture or a video in there. I'll click on this, and then we'll go back to our browser, and let's find a clip that we want to use in here. I'll select my clip, and then up here, I need to select the start point. This is important because it will play from wherever the start point is, and if there's not enough media, it will have a frozen clip in the drop zone. So I'm going to select from the very beginning, and then click Apply Clip. I can use this to move that around in the drop zone. I can zoom in and out as well. Let's zoom out and move these guys over a little bit. There we go. I can also adjust the border height and length. I can make it taller or shorter. And I can make it longer or shorter. I can change the border color as well. Let's go for this dark purple. And I can turn the opacity down on the border as well if I want. I can also adjust the corners. I like the white, so I'll leave it as is. And we can adjust things like the corner thickness. I can also adjust the graphic size altogether. Its position, and the overlay. I can turn it off with the opacity. This controls the point or where it's tracked at. I can change the size of it. I can change the color of it as well. Let's go ahead and make it this purple. And then we'll leave the other part white. And I can turn the opacity down or up. I can adjust the line color and opacity, and then I can add a drop shadow to this to make it kind of pop off the screen. We'll pull up opacity, we'll blur it a little bit, and we'll add a little bit of distance. All right, let's take a look at our callout. Looks phenomenal. If you need any more help, just email me at raisinhater@stupidraisins.com. Happy editing!